This is Wild Quill, your dungeon master, game master, Star Wars fan extraordinaire. We are back for a new episode of Misadventures of Executive Outcomes, the ragtag group of mercenaries, cutthroats, and kick-ass pilots. Welcome. Thank you guys for stopping by. So we are down one player, but we're gonna see if he can pop back on, and we will do our introductions as always, starting with Raiden.
Yes, I'm Raiden. I play the Silvers, Zeltron, ex-Jedi Padawan or mercenary, and I'm back up in good health.
Not sure if you're back in good health yet, but...
Well...
You're not dead. You're not on death's door anymore.
Yes.
But Nevin, I play the Verpine Azeroth. That's the pilot, mechanics, and more or less whatever this group needs me to be at the moment. At least feels like that.
And I am One Trick. I play the Ranakai marksman. Yeah, simple and short. That's it.
Very cool. We are down the infamous Captain Drask for the moment. Just some technical problems. Hopefully, he will be able to join us, and we will have the full group available. But we're still gonna have some fun times today. So the group is back on. Everybody on Roll20. It's you see the ship version, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, basically it's the same. There's just a new comm room. Then there's the double bedrooms, the cargo bays, lounge area, medical bay where Silver's just kind of hanging out, and the droid RSG-1 is over at the engine compartment. So the group is back on the planet Visorn. That's actually the starting planet, and we'll do that in just a second. And God, I can't remember offhand the city. Kind of like a little tiny small town, but they have gained a new companion recently at the cantina that they visited, and I need to update that to companion.
Hoker's.
Yeah, Hoker's Rest.
Hoker's Rest. Thank you. I have one too many games and it's I'm losing it trying to keep track of everything sometimes.
That's
okay. Alright, and then press cautionary shields. So yeah, Briscoe is in the cockpit with you, Azeroth. She's just kind of learning how things operate. Pretty fast learner. She's a little thrown off just because she hasn't had much experience with Verpines. But before we dig too deep, let us do light side and dark side points. Pull up the dice roller.
Dropped in roll 20, as you always.
But she won't get any of the reward for that we hard to collect, right? I mean...
What's up?
She won't get anything from the reward we are about to collect.
No, she wasn't part of the crew back then.
Yeah.
Alright, I dropped it in roll 20.
2 lights.
Do you want me to roll for Drask?
No, keep Drask off the map for the time being.
Right. 2 light points.
Oh, I fucked up this time.
Alright. So the total is 4 light, 1 dark.
Yes.
Yeah. Bad. Cool. I will say it is probably getting around to 5-ish, 6-ish. And we'll start things off with Azeroth. Can you please give me a perception check, please?
Okay. Perception.
Ooh.
Always
Alright.
only on perception.
Wow, that's like the lowest roll I've ever seen you do.
Well, it's only a
So-
+3 on perception, so.
True. So Priscilla, as she's getting used to everything, and she's dressed in, kind of like her black jacket with the blood stripes and just pants. She kind of like looked as she's like looking over some of the things. She looks at one of the scanners, and then she looks at you. She says, "Azeroth, does this ship have a tracking device on it?"
Oh no!
Sure.
How could we not
I
had
am
that
actually
idea?
unsure on that.
She says, "I'm not sure if this is, what it's what I think it is, because it might be different on Imperial ships. But on the scanner, I'm reading some sort of outbound signal. Looks like there's a tracking device that's built into the engine chassis,
Oh,
and it looks like it's been activated for a while."
I see.
it's not good.
Then I should probably get on to that. I'll say.
Well, do you want me? Oh.
What?
Do you want me to handle it, or?
Now you can get familiar here. I'll head down to the engine block, fix that stuff up,
Okay.
and down we go.
You find RSG1 waiting there. Never mind. I was going to do my time stuff. He says, "Greetings, Master," and he's just doing maintenance in the engine room because you guys took a lot of wounds during the space battle. He says, "How may I assist you?"
Do you know of any tracking devices or signal devices that should be around here?
Says, "Oh yes, of course, Master. This is this is one of the prototype, gunboats, of course. It makes sense that Vice Director Tithana would equip all of these ships with a perfectly functional tracking device, just in case of theft by unknown parties, of course."
Of course, of course. Where would that be?
He, he wheels over and opens up one of his panel arms and points out, and there's, sort of like, it's accessible, but it's definitely sort of protected as well by, just for armor stuff. But it's something that you could disable with a high use computer check. He says, but of course we shouldn't disarm this tracking device. I mean, then other Imperial ships couldn't track us, Master.
Of course, of course.
Yes. What if we're needed for a fleet action and they need to find out our location? That would be very important.
Completely understandable. But also, I think you should get acquainted with one of our co-pilots, or new co-pilots we have picked up. I'll take.
Who is that?
What was the name again?
Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Alright, very well, Master. If you need me, just call me. I have added my comm frequency to your comm link for emergency situations. And then RSG1 will head out.
And I disable it. Oh,
All right.
try to.
Use computer or mechanics.
Oh, come on.
I'm still down on one condition also.
Oh, that is true. I'm gonna say that takes 10 minutes, and you are not able to completely disable the device. So you can try again.
Alright, this time let's try mechanics. There we go.
There you go. Yep, you are able to disable it. But you do realize that basically somebody could have been tracking you from Anchor Station.
That's kind of a given.
Cool. War 2s, Silvers, anything you guys want to do for the moment?
Yes, I have the golden skull that I took it.
Mm-hmm.
And since I had a vision about it, I want to inspect it a bit more, also with the force.
Okay. Roll intelligence real quick. Just your straight intelligence modifier.
Oh my god. It's a net one.
You think this is a great idea because you don't remember what happened the last time you used the force.
Oh no.
So this is a
God,
perfect. This is definitely a good idea. Okay.
Oh
So
god.
use the force check.
Please no
Okay.
one's in the room with him this time.
Yeah, there's that.
And I'm better at use of force this level.
Very good.
So,
So this is it's not like a holocron or anything, but it does kind of it will sort of slide apart and reconfigure itself into kind of what seems a little bit like a key as you kind of experimentally use the force with it. Given how high you rolled,
yes.
you will also detect that this has been carried by both Darksiders and Lightsiders at various points. Like you can kind of feel the stain. No, not the stain, the presence almost of various people. You also your bag. I'll just say that you have your bag nearby in the medical room, and
Yes.
it kind of like rumbles a bit.
Okay, I check that out.
So if you remember the lightsaber hilt that was heavily damaged by the explosion,
Yes.
kind of like is vibrating and is kind of floating, almost like in an orbit around the changed golden skull.
Oh, awesome.
And let me think. Okay, you get a vision. Let's see here. And these are a lot less vivid and intense compared to the original vision. You get a vision of a like a sandy beach,
Okay.
and you just see like mechanical footsteps in the beach,
Okay.
and then you see a gleaming red city on a red planet. And you also see a city or a planet covered in great giant trees.
Okay, that could be Kashyyyk, right? A red planet, probably Morroban. Slash Korriban. Think now Morroban called. Of course, it's off character knowledge.
Yeah, no, of course.
Could it be that one of the planets was the one I was at in the previous vision?
It doesn't seem to be the most likely suspect. The most likely suspected planet you think might be Kashyyyk.
Okay. Guess I know where we have to go.
Only you're not the pilot.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be a hell of a convincing talk. All right, War 2. What are you up to?
Do we know if there's any like working bench-ish thing on the ship?
Oh, totally. I'll say here. I'm gonna tweak this real quick. I'll make it yellow. Let's say that I'll say that that's the workbench for right now.
Right. I'll head out.
Cool.
Here then. So I want
Here.
to inspect the Wheat Star Blaster that we found in the Imperial Crate a bit
Of course.
more in depth.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to take that and I'm going to put it on the, let's see, move to map. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of beneath you, but
I can do like this.
do a so I would say that is a perception, unless you have like knowledge, weapons, or knowledge technology that you want to roll.
I'm pretty sure I don't have any knowledge about it. So, guess I'll start with the perception one. Or, I don't know. It's like knowledge in technology or...
Yeah, knowledge technology works.
Let's try with this then. First time I used it in this campaign.
No, not bad. I mean, it looks like you know, a blaster pistol that's been heavily cleaned up and modified. Is there something specific you were interested in learning about it?
It's like the handle. If it's like any special inscription or...
Oh no, it's like black pearl, you know, basically like a black pearl texture kind of.
Almost
So it will
obsidian-like, maybe?
Yeah, obsidian kind of.
So it will be possible to inscribe my name into it.
Yes, that would be a. I would say that's a just a straight dexterity check.
To inscribe it.
Yeah, and dexterity or strength, you know, because it's got to be precise. That's why I figured dex.
All right then.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You personally inscribe your name on a priceless weapon. Like a juvenile kid.
It's not like I'm planning to part with this one.
True. I just hope Boba Fett doesn't find out.
Well, it's my gun now.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I think we should get to the meeting point. So, I'm gonna go ahead and calm the pilot room.
All right. Well, you see Silver's walking around.
Yeah. I
Suspiciously.
don't want.
Yeah, he's holding the golden skull because he didn't say he put it down or anything.
Oh, I put it away, of course.
Well, you gotta say this stuff, dude.
I was finished with inspecting it, so I put it away.
Okay. So yeah, you just see Silver's roll perception check, Wartooth.
Okay. No.
He's kind of got this like kind of slightly you know, distracted and dazed look a bit in his eyes. Yeah, just something you pick up on.
Okay. It's like air-minded or air-headed silvers. Pretty usual.
Gotta stop stealing spice.
I don't.
That's Drask.
Yes.
No,
All right.
so I'm gonna go ahead and calm the oh my god, what's the fuck is it called now? It's like total mind fart at the moment.
The cockpit?
The
Yeah, the cockpit.
okay.
So
First, RS answers you, and he says, "Hello, or hello, Ratatai. Hello, Ratatai. How are you?" And then
I am good.
you hear Priscilla say, "Give me that," and she says, "Priscilla here."
Yeah, it's Bartus here. I'm wondering if we're nearing the position of the drop point.
We have not even taken off yet.
Yeah, we're still at Hawker's Rest.
Then we should get a move on already.
You guys have nothing else to do here?
I don't think so.
I don't have anything.
Hey guys, she like cues it to like the ship speaker. She says like, we have like what looks like about 10 bogies fast coming to the town. Looks like speeder bikes and maybe a speeder.
Yeah, then let's get out of here.
It just makes it easier to get the hell out then.
Yes.
All right, Azeroth, I'll be waiting for you, but I'll prime the engines and get her ready.
I couldn't make a quick smack on the engine to boost it.
Sure, yeah, I can try to fix it a bit.
Gonna make a Drask.
Please do one. Please do one. I like that Silvers is being smart and moving to one of the turrets.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't even say anything. He just sneaks around like.
I think it's better to manage it already.
You fix it up a bit so it goes like. All right. Do you head back to the cockpit?
Indeed, I do.
Can make him smaller. All right, cool. She's started it, but she hasn't she's just started lifting up the ship on the repulsors, and then she gives you like the master control, and she's like, you want me to plug any coordinates into the navigomputer?
If you are able to, then do it.
Yeah, I need coordinates. Where are we going?
I hand them to him then.
Okay. So are you trying to go to the rebel drop point or something?
Yeah. But first we need to pick up the ships. So we should first jump over to where we dropped them off, and then we jump over to the rebels.
Oh, you left them in space, didn't you guys?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. No, I forgot that was the decision that was made.
I mean.
Okay. So she's working on navigomputer. Decent. All right. Pilot check. Cool. So thankfully, with your pilot check, you help get her out and get her to figure it out, and then you jump the ship. And let's see here. All right. So there was five ships recovered.
5 out of 6 ships recovered.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me double check. Okay. The Torrent, the Hunter, Red Hunter. Okay. All the ships are still there. You guys are very lucky.
If they hadn't been there, I probably would have been able to track them with my datapad.
True, but if they were
weren't
recovered or
smacked.
something. All right. So yeah,
Asteroids could happen.
Yeah, shit happens in space. So, all right. So you slab them back onto your coordinates.
Yes, and then we move into formation with those and jump to the rebels.
Cool. So she'll roll through the navigomputer. Yep, she jumps it. And then the Rexaris jumps into space.
Ah, right. We still have to rename the ship.
Indeed.
So you guys emerge,
Let's
and it's
do
kind of
5
almost
minutes away.
it's kind of the same, kind of just like an empty pocket of space, and there is a you know that at this drop point there is there's like a small cluster of just sort of like space debris, and somewhere in that space debris is like a comm buoy, so you have to sort of fly around and have somebody detect it. So somebody could basically man like the comm station, or you could have Priskel do it, or you could have somebody else do it to scan for the comm buoy while you pilot, because you have to pilot to avoid the debris.
Yeah. Probably send over Priskel to do that.
Right. She's like, sure. She says, "You're a very trusting person, Azeroth."
Well, if shit goes to, or stuff goes to shit, then it is I that needs to get everyone out of here.
Her first run of it, she's like, "I'm not detecting any comm buoys. Maybe we need to get a little closer." So, pilot check.
Nice.
Oh, very high. Cool. That's going to give her a plus 10. Cool. She says, "All right, I have access to the Rebel communication line." And then she says, "I'm patching it through to you in the cockpit."
Very good.
Cool. And then it's not a hologram or anything. It's just like a voice that says like, transmit your clearance code.
Do we have one?
Yeah, you have one.
You said...
Transmitting.
I don't remember it.
No, you have one. Just say like I transmit it.
Yeah, transmitting.
All right. Let's see, mercenary crew. All right. How can I help you?
We have 5 stolen fighters that are being, should be dropped off to you guys.
All right. Hold 1. Patching in new coordinates to you. Make sure that you do not do anything antagonistic. We've been having a lot of problems with some sort of security leak, so make sure that when you approach the fleet that you do not do anything stupid.
Would never dream about it.
All right.
That guy surely loves his job.
And then he gives a series of coordinates flashes onto your screen right now.
Right, I have the droid. Oh, Priskel comes back in apparently. I'll fix it up then.
All right. The droid says, "Master, I could plug in the navicomputer coordinates."
Nah, too late.
All right. Priskel's like, "Sorry, droid," but Priskel takes a bit to do it, but eventually he's able to do it. All right, and once more, you and the other ships jump to light speed.
That's one tiny open ship.
Yeah, right. So you guys burst into the scene, and then you see there's the Golden Jackal. It's there's one ship missing. Sorry, it's Corvette escort, and it's escort of ships. There's also a freighter in formation as well. And immediately, all like the Y wings and the A wing, move in. They move into position. They said, "Unidentified Imperial ship. What are you? You surrender immediately, or you will be fired upon."
No need to shoot. We have clearance.
That is, you are aboard an Imperial ship. There was no communication of an Imperial ship. Transmit your clearance again and prepare to be boarded.
No need to be so hostile. Transmitting clearance.
Sheesh.
After a bit, they relax back to normal. They said, "Next time, please transmit that you are coming aboard a stolen Imperial ship." You disabled the transmitter, correct?
Yes.
At least there's that. All right. You've been cleared to dock with the Gold Jackal.
All right.
Just drives right through it.
Alright, so once aboard the Gold Jackal, the doors open up and there's a security team there. They're looking, they're kind of almost prepared for it to be an Imperial sneak attack, and then they kind of relax when they see it to you. There's a couple soldiers, one girl, specifically War Twos, and then they all kind of just relax. They say, "Welcome aboard the Gold Jackal."
Thank you.
Yes.
Alright. Admiral Chum, or was he captain or an admiral? I can't remember.
Captain on it.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, a jump scare microphone.
All right, and hopefully we'll have Nam back in.
He's in Roll20 right now.
Yeah, now we just need to get on here, and hopefully it all works.
By the way, I said you should try that. So.
I just think it's funny that when he was trying to join, somebody else was there.
Yeah. No, but it's like...
That's only the first time that's happened, though, and it's kind of funny, though.
Yeah.
Because Kelstar played with us before, so it was just like he's just, the timing has just never worked. Oh my god. How do I invite? Nothing's ever simple with this.
No, I was about to say it's like after Nevin said, like, no problem whatsoever, and then like they all just see Silver's limping in.
Hello.
Yay!
Oh, it works.
Yay!
Oh man, fucking. I still don't actually know how this is working, so it could do at any minute. Like I do not have a fucking clue. It's like just magic. It's like the Force.
Yep.
Don't touch anything.
I'm not going to mess with anything. This is that backup mic I bought when I thought it was my mic but it was broken. Well, no, I've managed to get that one working on my laptop, but my desktop, my two mics, neither of them work on my desktop. My previous mic doesn't work on this laptop. Somehow this newer mic, this Steel Series one, somehow works through some sort of blood sacrifice. I don't
Steel
know.
Series!
Yeah, Steel Series.
Like,
So much advertising.
yeah, plug. Yeah, I honestly, seriously, I do not have a fucking clue what just happened. It's taken me an hour to get this far, so I hope to God it doesn't drop out or something. Or
What? I mean,
That would be
coming in
comical.
clear.
right, okay, and it doesn't have a mute button as well, unlike my previous one. So if I mute myself in the Discord, don't get all worried.
All right.
The other one had like a little sort of mute dongle. Oh, hang on, it might have one up here. Actually, spare me 1 second.
It should have one by the ear.
Our
Yeah,
first
yeah, it does have one back. It does
our
have one
first
back.
our first Patreon goals: functional microphones for everybody.
Yeah, it does. It has one bit behind the ear, which is like the worst place to have a mute button ever. But never mind.
It's kind of good. At least I think it's good.
All right,
Turn off.
now that we have the whole crew,
Yeah, that was
Let's
funny too
continue
because I
our
thought
wild adventure.
Kelstar was just gonna like listen in, and then he's like, "Oh, like what are you guys doing?" And it's like, "God damn it, dude! Shut up and listen before you just like." Anyhow,
So have I missed anything then?
Not much.
no,
Okay, and we're recording, I assume.
Yes.
yes.
yeah,
Okay.
So they found the human girl pilot found that the ship had a tracking device active on it, but that was disabled. And now you guys have arrived at the Rebel fleet.
We did pick up
We're saying-
fighters that we stole as well.
Yeah, that too.
You haven't done
We're
much,
just-
have you, then?
yeah. We're just saying hello to Shambo. Yeah,
So you guys get onto the bridge, and Chambo, greets all of you, and then Dratz comes running up like, "Wait!"
Overslept.
Yeah, you slept in.
So Chambo's a bit kind of a little depressed. He looks depressed.
Oh,
And
what's up,
all right, sorry, what?
little guy? Well, yeah, I just wanted to know why he looks so depressed.
Oh,
So-
we know.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you heard about this, but Gesso bought it in the asteroid field of Silpin.
Oh yeah, that's totally tragic.
Poor guy.
You know, he was a dick and a bastard sometimes, but you know, he was he was one of those hard characters that the rebellion was founded by. You know, and we need people to do the dirty work sometimes. Oh God, what is this going to be?
Good that we brought you something to lighten up your mood.
Pretty much the same.
Yes, I mean, I have to say, you know, it wasn't for sure you guys would be able to, steal that many ships or anything like that. So obviously, just for my sake of mind, you didn't make a deal with the pirates. These are stolen. You were saying?
Yes.
Yes.
We had some interference. I had a look at War 2s about that.
No problem whatsoever.
What do you
Censor
mean?
yourself.
What do you mean interference?
One, we could have made a deal, but sadly it went down the drain when we made a deal with another group we found on the
Station.
yeah
What other group?
some minor pirate group that apparently wanted some territory from them.
Roll deception with the +3.
Deception. Oh boy,
+3.
this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
Let's hope you lie better than Drask.
Okay.
11.
That's good. That's good. Says, all right. Well, next time, at least next time maybe approach the Black Dogs, because now I don't think they'll ever be able to make a partnership with them since you ended up having to steal them. But were you able to keep?
They didn't know we worked for you, so that shouldn't
Very
be a
good.
problem.
That's good to hear, Silvers. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, what happened to your finger?
Oh, right. I thought I got it's not it's now a mechanical thing, right? Yeah, well, we had to fight for the ships a bit, and there were explosions involved.
Wow, that's damn brave of you, though. Kind of reminds me of the Clone Wars. Jedi risking life and limb for the greater good.
Yes, that's true.
Well, we have fulfilled our end of the mission that we got. So I hope that you will fulfill your end.
Of course, War Twos. You guys did your part, we did our part. Just for fucks and giggles, does anybody remember how much I was going to pay you? I'm pretty sure it was like 3,000 per ship. No, why is this damn mic? No, do the blood ritual again.
But really, check
Just write in the chat.
Yeah, just write and I'll voice for Drask, or I'll at least respond to Drask.
Shit,
Yes.
yes. You gotta go like Kermit shitpost.
All right, I think it was like 3,000 credits per ship. So
And
he
we
will
got
get
5.
Yeah, so he says, all right, and then he has an attendant come over with a box, and he's like, do you prefer wire transfer or hard credits?
Well, what do we do? What do we like the most?
I mean,
I
both works.
think it doesn't matter much, but hard credits it can't be hacked like from
Yeah.
our account. I don't know. Maybe in gangster movies they always want money in the real. So
All right, hard credits, it sounds like is the best option. So he, makes sure that they give you the right amount, and then he hands you this case full of credits. Says, so are you looking for? Oh, I forgot. Chambo's kind of Alina's. So are you looking for new work?
do you maybe have work near the planet Kashyyyk?
And why would we need to go there? Comes the question then.
I've had a vision that told me it would be very lucrative to go there. For us all, of course. And Drask could hunt some Wookiees.
You're not seriously talking about him hunting Wookiees. Wookiees are one of our greatest allies in the rebellion.
No, that was a joke, of course.
Ha.
Har, har, har.
I mean, there's always, if you can, break Wookiees out of slave pens, or try to break them out of the orbital, platform. But that is high risk situation. I mean, harder than anything you guys have ever done before. I've got, near Kashyyyk.
If you have anything, let's hear it. Doesn't have to be near Kashyyyk, doesn't have to be near anything special.
Alright.
Hello. Hey, I'm back.
You're back!
Hey!
Fucking Windows keeps muting my mic in the settings without telling me. It just randomly seems to be muting my microphone.
It seems that you found the problem then.
You know, on the levels tab on sort of the recording device properties, whenever it cuts out, it's automatically muted it, and I have no idea why.
Try to set it as your primary.
Oh, I've done that. I've done all the ordinary stuff. I've done all the sensible stuff. But I don't know if it's that Windows update that's fucked me. I don't know. It's just I'll keep on looking online whilst we're playing and see if I can figure it out, because it's really bizarre. It makes no sense. Like, it's just... Sorry about that.
It's alright. No, I mean, the update makes sense, because it's always, something could be going wrong. Alright, he says, alright, we have 3 jobs. We have... Let's see. Alright, so here are the details right now. I've got a smuggling job to an outer rim planet. I've got... assisting with a group of bounty hunters that are friendly to the rebellion. They need some help. Also, because of what happened to Gesso, I want to send a message to the Empire. I want somebody to go in and kill Admiral Tierden, who commanded the reckoning that destroyed Gesso. I want to send a strong message back to that bastard that he's entered into a new phase of the conflict with the Alpha Squadron.
So you're saying you want another dreadnought destroyed?
No, I want him to be. We don't have the resources to. I mean, come on, Azeroth. We were very lucky to take care of that dreadnought. That could have been a completely different fight. Easily. I want this done kind of on the quiet, but also viciously. He's supposed to be visiting. Let me double check real quick, because I had it. Let's see. He's supposed to be visiting the planet Korolog in the core worlds. He's vacationing there near one of the Imperial training academies. Luckily for us, Korolog has a lot of other businesses. They recruit skilled, mercenaries to help train Imperial stormtroopers and Imperial army. So, our army guys. So, if you were able to get the... Oh, also, we have an agent already preparing on the scene to, give any crew that can do this Black Sun attire. And the plan is that we'll blame it on Black Sun for the time being, at least. Black Sun had recently, he's been cracking down on their operation here in the Outer Rim, so it makes sense that they would be doing the reprisals, but one way or another, he'll be killed, and the Imperial forces out here will be put in disarray.
So you're saying you want him killed, but you want it's to be known that the rebels killed him, and anything else during the attack, or if this attack, would be blamed on the Black Suns. Correct?
The Black Suns is just an option, to help kind of sow some confusion. Obviously in a perfect world, we'd plant a damn flag in his chest, but this isn't the Clone Wars. Sometimes we have to be a little more, as Gesto would have said, we'd have to be a little more sneaky about our business.
So you really want to do that job? I'm more for more relaxed jobs this time around, like the smuggling. Sounds better for me.
Yeah, and the smuggling is just as important. It's helping to open up some communications with a world in the Outer Rim that might be able to support the rebellion with supplies and troops and even some ships, possibly.
And I believe you said you had the third?
Yeah, yes.
The bounty hunters, right? What's their mission?
Let me pull up the information. All right. So there's a bounty hunter house known as the Cross Swords. Basically, they're old as the old Republic. Excuse me, Crown Swords.
Cross swords is something completely different.
I know. Well, that's what threw me. Yeah. So anyhow, the Crown Swords, but they've been coming into a bit of trouble. Somebody has been hunting some of their bounty hunters and some of their targets. So they've asked us to send anybody we can have to help investigate it. So you'd meet with Halios Veger. He's a Quarren, and see if you can help him figure out what's going on.
And what are the pays for the jobs, respectively?
So the score, we'd pay. The smuggling job, we'd pay 12,000 credits. The bounty hunter's job, we'd pay 14,000 credits. And the killing of the admiral, we'd pay 20,000 credits.
And out of character, yeah, I put the reward we had on collective, so we have 22,300 credits. Unless you guys want to pick out your...
I mean, we should probably make some modifications to Trask armor.
To his weapon, I think.
Yeah.
You need a power unit to power this armor as well.
Still have the 3 drones.
Would they have suitable power units though?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, and then
Yes.
I need something to help me hit things.
Yeah, and then we should probably invest into the ship a bit so we can keep this one longer.
Yes. But I don't know.
What mission would you like this time?
Bounty hunters should sound pretty nice. Then we can get a good reputation with them also.
That would be a lot of fighting, of course.
Maybe.
Smuggling would be the easiest, I say.
You can't say that because remember what happened when we were gonna smuggle the others?
What?
It was the dreadnought ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys
That wasn't-
fucked up
yeah.
really
That
bad.
wasn't really because of the smuggling. That was
Yeah.
because
No,
of
but it was
other-
part of it because we smuggled them to the destination we were going, and then we picked it up there.
And you
No, that- you kidnapped somebody.
Drask just nabbed her. Okay.
What's your point?
It's smuggling into the outer rims, so
This
Imperials aren't that present in the outer rim, right?
all over the place.
No, but all of them seems to have this equal amount of fighting chance in it.
I'm going to be
Okay.
honest, I have no idea what's happened in the last 15 minutes because I've been Googling Windows muting microphone, so I'll just go with whichever plan or whichever mission the rest of you want to do.
Yeah,
Really.
let's
We have a
bounty
smuggling
hunt.
mission. a mission where we're supposed to investigate something with a bunch of bounty hunters.
No, we're going to find out who are killing their bounty hunters.
Yeah,
I'd
investigating
probably
with some bounty
kill
hunters.
them.
And then we have assassinating a target.
Admiral.
And
The Imperial Admiral.
I like the bounty hunters one because the smuggling one is just going to go horribly wrong. Killing an admiral is way too much heat. I mean, that's going to get a lot of attention. Whereas just chilling with some bounty hunters, you know, helping them with their problems.
They get killed.
Yeah, well, still though, that's one sort of mission we can do.
Hey, I'm fine with it. It's
And we might
good
get
pay.
some more friends. We might get some more friends as well. So I know what's going to happen here. Do you know what I think is going to happen? Can you still hear me? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
I can see exactly where we're going. It's going to be like some sort of BioWare type scenario where towards like the end of the campaign, we're going to have to gather all the friends we've made in the campaign, like Scaringo and Krieger and all these people, and we're going to need them to go on like a massive badass mission. So I say we acquire as many friends as we can now, because we might need their help later, and the bounty hunters will be like total bros with us if we help them.
But at the same time, we have it's either pick up a bunch of friends or pick up the biggest, baddest equipment we can find. So strength in numbers or strength in technology.
Yeah, but come on, I mean,
I completely understand you, so I'm not
you've got to go for
disagreeing
the rule
with you.
of cool. The rule of cool is Drask's primary and only rule, really. So, and the rule of cool says get the cool badass friends like the pussy slaying flamingo and Krieger. So, you know, that's
It's
just
okay.
that's my opinion. I think it'd be the most suited to our skill set. If other than that, the smuggling would be my second choice, but killing the admiral is just a terrible, terrible fucking idea.
Yeah, I don't like it too. Especially
Now
since we
look.
just stole an Imperial ship, and I don't want to face Imperials so soon.
Suddenly there's some alarms, and Chambo talks, to some of his crewmen. He says, "Well, just in case you want something a little smaller, I have an issue that requires a quick reaction force, and I think you guys might be ideally suited for it. We have an active agent in trouble on the planet Ismadon in the city of."
Oh yeah, they love us there.
It's modern. I don't think we want that job.
Well, we could help out.
He's trapped somewhere in the city of Zodus, and they're currently hunting him and some of his other contacts down. So it seems like they got the city kind of under lockdown, but a quick ship could go in, blast the Imperials and pick him up, without him dying.
That sounds really good.
That sounds like our sort of shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like we've done it before.
Finally get to do some of that repelling action from the ship as well, maybe. So, which we
And
don't want to do.
we'll pay you 10 grand to see him back here alive.
Yeah, okay. I mean, as long
That's-
as everyone else agrees, I think we should go for that.
That sounds very good, yes. And
I don't mind.
it will be 8,000 for us then, since we have to give Priscal her share also. But still,
Yeah.
8k for an extraction.
Yeah.
It's okay with me, as long as we don't assassinate that admiral.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Sure, though, just before we go, seeing as,
You cut off there, but
Yeah.
hello?
Is-
That's
Hey,
my
yeah,
internet,
didn't
not
know
my
that.
mic, actually. That's actually my internet. It's not even my mic. yeah. That went right down to red on Discord. Yeah. So what I'm going to ask Shambo is, does he just maybe have any power core, a power core really for this armor, because it's not at full functionality, and it might come in some of the extra abilities that this armor has might come very handy in this mission. But
Yeah, we should probably get Silvers into a more suitable doctor, since the Hoker's rest wasn't that advanced.
So
Yeah,
telling us,
I'm at half health.
so saying that we should leave him here.
No, I'm saying that we should probably stock up on some things before we leave.
Did say
Can we
that.
not just put him in a quick dip in a Bactra tank whilst we
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I'm also lightly hurt, so
Jumbo says, "I'll send a T-1B medical droid to your ship immediately. He can hitch a ride and be on hand just in case the rebel agent needs any medical assistance either."
that's appreciated, Captain. Do you and about the power cores? Would you have anything?
he kind of looks at your armor and he's just like, if it's a similar design to mine, it would need a, at least like a couple, nebulous X, batteries. Let me see what we got in our stores. It says I have one that might give you, one functional extra modification, but be careful with those because if you get hit enough, just like my rig. You get blasted enough, and if somebody gets a lucky shot, you go boom.
It's a risk I'm willing to take. That's the Transocean way. Obviously, you're not familiar with how we operate. Obviously,
I'm familiar with how you operate, Trask. I've been reading the reports. All right, I'll send a 2-1B, and I'll send one of the batteries to you if I can find it. So get back to your ship, and again, time is of the essence. So make sure you bring our boys back home.
thank you, Captain. You can trust us.
yes.
See you.
He can't really.
He shouldn't.
No, he can trust us. It's just that Guess was a dick.
Yeah, Shambo isn't really that bothered about the loss of Gesso because even he knows Shambo.
He's covering it up, believe me.
Yeah,
And I don't mean that he's covering up the death of Gesso. He's covering up his grief.
no, he's not. Fuck Gesso. Seriously, Draska's had like some sort of vendetta against Gesso.
Yeah, I don't even know why exactly.
Well,
I guess
do you want to know why?
Drask just doesn't like bosses in general. Apparently.
Well, that is one of the 3 reasons, but do you know why the 2 main reasons are?
What?
1, he said that Drask sucks, and 2, he thinks the Puma is a good name for a ship.
Oh my god.
So literally, that is the only 2 reasons why he hates Gesso. Like, he likes Jorn more than he likes Gesso.
Well, Gesso's dead now, so he's gonna have to find somebody new to hate.
Yeah, he paid us very little also if you compare it with the newest jobs we've had.
Also,
It was your first jobs.
Still.
Oh my god.
We are top-notch mercenaries.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Top notch
Most
is
of
a
us.
big stretch.
Not anyone can steal an Imperial ship and 5 other fighters.
True, not everybody, but that's
Not every
that's your-
mercenary can
That's your
Do know-
newest job.
destroy a
90%
dreadnought.
of me. 90% of me did that.
All right, give me a second here.
And while we are on our way over there, I'm gonna take a sleep. Well, Azeroth will.
I need to get
Can
healed
I
as
have-
well, actually.
one of
Yeah.
the great Viper swords we found on the last shop.
Yes, you can. I think he's earned it, but you gotta ask your crew, for all your sacrifice.
I have no, yeah. For Azeroth goes to sleep, I confront her. Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
not confront her.
Listen, listen.
No, I haven't spoken yet. I say,
No, that's good.
my friend Azeroth, I know you remember I wanted the sword we found because it looks pretty much better than my current Viper sword. And I thought maybe now you're willing to give it to me. I hope I proved myself enough. in the last mission.
Sure.
Thanks a lot.
Once I get some time, when I can
That was
actually
like so
reforge.
less. That was so like
What?
less climatic than I thought it would be.
But I still
You're
need to
like,
reforge the
"Hey."
second part. Or the second sword of it. Because I'm keeping one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, I only need one Viper sword.
So
If
the Viper
it's
sword.
You can have my old Viper sword. Maybe you can do something with it.
It's not a Viper sword. It's a simple curved sword.
Yeah, I know. I'm confused because Wild last time or sometime said it was a Viper sword.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I might have accidentally said that. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay. I take that sword, because it's better than mine.
Well, it's broken.
Yeah, if it's
But I thought you
mechanical,
had one that's not broken.
Az is trying to keep that one.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Once I have reforged it, you can have it.
Okay, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
if it's mechanics needed, then I can always take a look at it.
I guess so. We now have a workbench, right? So probably you could
There's a small
repair it.
workbench, but to make sure nothing goes boom when I'm working on anything, I'm gonna rest.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
All
Rest
right.
well, my
Yeah.
friend.
Who's piloting? Are you just letting?
Let the droid do it.
Or
All
we
right.
could let our co-pilot do it.
Yes.
But everyone will need to rest, really, and the droid doesn't need sleep, so
Well, the co-pilot,
Co-pilot
I
doesn't have
think, is
is
fine.
should be able to do it.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just setting up the next map.
It's all right. We're arguing who should fly the ship.
Yep.
Yes. Resting gives some hit points back, I think.
You guys will all be healed. By the time you guys arrive.
I just want
Yeah.
my conditions to be normal again.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. With the
But
T1B, you get that healed.
yeah, with the droid he was sending, so
Yeah, he
Right.
patches you guys up so you're at full health.
nice.
The droid chimes in. He's like, "Next time I would suggest avoiding the blaster fire."
Sure, I will do that next time. But it wasn't no blaster fire.
Oh.
Overworking.
Oh, whatever. Oh yeah, nice. No. All right. So you guys are all healed, and let's see how Prisco does. Prisco does fine. All right. So basically, you start getting some information, and it's basically that there's a rebel agent named. Rebel agent named. No, this random dice thing didn't work. Let's see here.
Random name generator.
Right, exactly. The rebel agent's name is Anzor.
Please write it in row 20.
Yeah.
What was the pilot's name, by the way?
Prisco Tavik.
Is she going to get added to the characters thing?
Yeah, she's here, back in the main thing.
Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, hello.
Oh, Drask.
Don't forget that she's not that into you since we met her.
You did try to.
I mean,
He hasn't tried anything.
No, but he has been staring quite a lot, so...
Just slowly like licks his own eye with his tongue.
That's how Drask passes all the perception tests, is because he stares at everyone. You could learn some. Also, she looks very nice.
Yeah, I thought she looked decent for what we needed, which is always nice.
We don't have
You know
something.
what? Sorry, go on.
We don't have a shuttle like in Rebels. There's a bigger ship, and then they have a smaller ship for on-planet operations. Do we?
No.
No.
Okay.
Also, I think Serenity did that first. Rebels just copied them.
I think that even Serenity was the first to do something like that.
True.
I'm quite sure it was Star Trek that did it first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes more sense.
Star Trek did it. Star Trek did it.
but we have 2 escape pods, right?
Yes, at the front of the ship.
They are for 1 or for 2 persons?
No, they're for like 6 people. It's just the size is not perfect.
They are really big.
I would say we are at that size, more or less.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, as I was saying, strangely on Roll20, I can't actually see the images for most of the people on the handouts.
Yeah, me too.
It just comes up as like a
Yeah, missing image. It's probably because they have been removed.
Yeah, I made a mistake earlier and I deleted a whole bunch of stuff, so it's just...
Alright, there you go then.
Oh, what?
Captain
This happens.
Bess. There's no Captain Bess.
Oh,
Sad Drask.
sad Drask. Okay, give me just a second.
You know what would be
Almost.
hilarious if we get like captured by the Empire or something and we're going to be executed the next day and then Captain Bess comes along and she's like, Captain Drask, I must save you, I can't help it, I'm incredibly attracted to you.
That would be as funny as it would be not happening.
The daydreams are real.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing Drask happens to Drask and then he wakes up.
That's what Drask acts out with little figurines he's found on the ship.
Probably, yeah.
And then Captain Bess will make sure that the executioner does not fire, and Drask and Captain Bess ride off into the sunset. And then Silvers comes over with coffee and he's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is literally that's pretty much spot on. Yeah.
Oh, poor Drask.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Oh, damn it. Okay. Almost done it. Just gotta make it. Just want to make it look cool. Alright. I'm almost afraid to look. Oh, that was a good one. Now keys. Okay, almost got it all set. We will be good to go. So this is either going to go really smoothly or really poorly, and I'm excited, frankly.
Well,
This
most
is
likely
bad.
we're gonna fly in straight over the city, blast everything around us, pick up the rebel, and get out.
Or we crash land and have to fight our way out.
Who
Also
never crash
possible.
land with me.
It hasn't
say
happened
that.
yet, knock on wood. Okay, almost done with that.
Did a Commando. Yeah, that game, oh my god.
Republic Commando. Dropped out again. But what Commando game are you talking about?
Oh,
Think your
God.
internet's messing up again.
Mine or his?
His.
His.
Ah, these are two.
He's too quiet.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Too quiet. There we go. Oh well, at least he seems to kind of have figured it out. So too much. Now it's just a rotating thing. Like my internet was shit, and then now his internet is shit.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hell, did we hear?
What?
We heard hell from him. It's hell over there.
Yeah.
He's like, everything's on fire.
Or everything's frozen over.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can we?
And no, it's gone again. Like I heard it for a second, I saw that the Discord lighting up, but then it just died.
It's such a cock tease. Like, oh. Damn it, where's this regular troopers? Okay, cool. I was like, did I not?
Where you put them last, I guess.
Yeah. This digital toy box is not like, it's not really working. Okay, so some of these stormtroopers that I'm putting out, they're going to be representing squads of stormtroopers, not just one stormtrooper.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
God.
normal.
And this is going to get really interesting.
Ready.
Okay. And hopefully in just a bit, Drask will be back. As we will party on.
Roll20 kicked him out.
Can you hear me now?
Now!
Yeah, hello? Now?
And you're gone.
No! Blast it all!
Yeah. I can hear you from time to time.
How about now?
Yes?
Yay! No, I spoke too soon.
Better we did.
Balls!
But
Robot!
Sad, like, crappy internet. It's almost as... I don't even know if it's as worse as mine because then I'm just out. I'm not, like, dragging through.
Yeah, I think you can set up the map while we wait for this.
Yeah.